so we're doing the Amazing Race. Start project.
This is our mission route for the presentation for the Amazing Race. We first start at Headwaters Park, then Martin Luther King Jr., then we go to Old Fort, Coney Island, Columbia Street, Lincoln Tower, Allen County Courthouse, History Center, the Embassy Theater, Fort Winchell Museum, and outside.
Alright, so the Headwaters Park, our physical tasks, the teams will get the right ankle and left ankle together and put them together. And they'll have to like hop around, that's like use teamwork, and go around Headwaters Park and go across the street and then up to the like where the skating rink is. Have to go up the stairs and all on one leg and try to beat the other teams. And our mental task is they'll have to find 5 certain monuments scattered throughout the Headwaters Park and find the 5 monuments that are selected.
Okay, so next we'll be starting off at Martin Luther King Jr. Bridge. First task is that you will have to bungee jump off the bridge, and in the area you will be bungee jumping down and grab a clue in order to go to your next mission. If you cannot grab one of the clues, you will restart your bungee jump and have to go down again. And then the next task will there'll be quotes and information, like as you know there's a plaque by the bridge. Teams will learn and read through answer questions, and if they answer one correct, they will receive 3 different new questions, and then if they get correct,
Our next location is Science Central. For the physical task, teams will have to ride on the high road bike and St. Mary Had a Little Lamb. And for our mental task, the teams will have to answer science questions that pertain to Science Central. Like questions like, would you lay west on the equator than the North Pole? And they have science programs that for the public and schools.
Alright, so Old Fort, physical task, teams also go in the front where the big yard is, not inside the Old Fort, but like right next to it, that big area, and they'll have to play a game of capture the flag, and you're going to try to beat the other team. And mental task, teams will have to make a fire, and they'll have to collect their own wood and leaves, but they'll be like, people will give them their own flint and steel to like start it. You just have to collect your own items to make a fire. And Coney Island's physical task, each team member will have to eat 2 Coney dogs and drink 1 Coke, or the glass Cokes. And the mental task is, while they're at Coney Islands, they'll have to figure out how long they've been around, and the answers in the inside and out front, but they have to figure it out on their own without anybody telling them how long they've been around.
Okay, so next we'll be traveling to Columbia Street. Columbia Street is one of the, it's kind of like the older streets that are still new and different. Like it's the same as it was back years ago. So the first task is that you will ride a horse carriage. And while riding that horse carriage, you'll be holding a cup of glass. And you cannot spill this cup of glass. Basically, water will be in it as well. And then you will have to carriage the horse carriage all the way down the street without spilling water. And then the mental task will be, there will be 12 different types of coffee, and you will be blindfolded. And each of these coffees will have different types of smell, and you have to label what type of smell or what type of coffee it was. And if you get one incorrect, you have to start over and you will still not label the correct answer. And then once you get it correct, you move on to your next mission.
Lincoln Tower. Our next location is Lincoln Tower, like I said. It used to be called the German-American Bank, but then they had that little war with Germany, so they changed it to the Lincoln Tower. Our physical task is that teams will have to go up 6 flights of stairs at a time limit of 1 minute. And they will come back down and get 2 different kinds of snacks and give it to the people on the 3rd floor. Then our mental task is that they will have to find a specific mural called the Indian and Soldier, because during the construction of the building, they had an artist come in and build paint murals inside the building. So the question is, what is the artist of that mural painting?
So our next location is the Allen County Courthouse. So, and we put a roadblock on this. So there is not actually a physical task, but the mental task is teams will count the number of people up on the side of the building, up on, like on the side there, like the sculpture paintings.
History Center. Visitors can partake in the history at the History Center. They can learn that the History Center has 26,000 artifacts. And then our physical task for the History Center is that teams will experience hands-on interactives. There will be a person standing there at each interactive to see if they completed the task or not. And then our mental task is that a team will listen to the roaring machine from the industrial age. There will be a guide there to stand next to them to see if they completed that task so they can go on to the next location.
Next will be the Embassy Theater. You'll be traveling to the most beautiful places. They've got arts, museums, they've got sculptures. And so first will be, there will be a performance, and you will have to memorize the performance. So there'll be 3 different banners of different types of songs that you can sing as an opera. And you will have both players who will be participating in this one. And so you will choose, and you won't know which one's hard, which one's easy, and then you will perform it. And if you get it incorrect, you have to choose another one, so you don't have to memorize it. And then you get it correct. And then our mental task will be, this is kind of like learning a pattern of lightings. As we all know that in the Embassy Theater, they have different lightings. So you will have given a pattern, and you have to memorize that pattern and show that you know the pattern by the lights. And if you get it incorrect, you will receive a different pattern to get it correct.
Our next location is the Children's Zoo, and the physical task is each team will feed a different animal, and then the mental task is count the number of jellyfish in the reef building.
Okay, so I don't know why it's not showing up, but we created a flyer, and the flyer states, not every fact is true. And so when you look at Fort Wayne, what do you see? And we just want to know that with this amazing race, we want to know that every dream will come true.
Okay.
It's